Hey guys, what's up? This is Dusty. We're going to do another one of these breakdowns. Dusty's deconstructions. Dusty's film something or other. I don't know. Still trying to hammer out a name. If you guys got something, leave it in the comments or just hit me up or something and let me know. So today we're actually going to be looking at this the game-winning pass from Rodgers to Cobb in the season opener, the 2018 season opener here against the Bears. So again, a little context. I always like to start giving a little context. Packers started the fourth quarter down 20-3. They find themselves with around 2.5 minutes remaining, down 23-17 on their own 25-yard line. They are currently facing third and 10, and just like the last one I recorded, the third and 10 comes into play here. Which again is why I kind of provide this context as far as why the offense is doing what they're doing and kind of why the defense is reacting the way they're doing. So we're gonna roll this and just kind of look at what the routes are. So we got kind of this little flare, I guess, flat route here. We got to come back here, and you can kind of see, if you see the sticks up here at the 35, that's where a lot of this action is going, which makes a whole lot of sense. We've got this little drag route off the end from the tight end. We got a dig route right at the markers here, and then we got Cobb in the slot, who's the man we're going to be focusing on, kind of running. I've got it kind of like a pivot. Really, it's kind of a dig, and then the pivot comes after Rodgers buys a little time, and Cobb is just kind of looking to get open. Cobb gets bumped off his route. We'll see it all, but I want to draw that because that comeback is very important, but probably not a part of the official route. So let's roll it to kind of see what happens here. All right. So as we can see here, there's a little bit of a rotation here. We got this man coming up here to take Cobb, whereas 37, that's John Franklin down here, is kind of peeling off to pick up this dig route behind. So we got Cobb kind of one-on-one, and we've got this. He's kind of coming up on here again because the sticks are right here. The defense, much like the last play I looked at, the defense is always very, very mindful of the sticks, and so they're attacking that area. They're looking at that. They're sitting back there a bit, but they are attacking a bit. So that's important to look at. Again, third and 10. You're looking at protecting those sticks, trying to stop them from making a first down, and just making that fourth down decision very difficult. Okay, so as we can see here, I'm going to stop it again. We've got, again, this is, you can see Cobb starting to pivot. He had got bumped off a little bit. He's starting his pivot. He's going back. Rodgers is looking down the field. He's not ready to throw yet, but he is looking. We also see this dig route here is carrying these two defenders right to the middle while Cobb is coming back underneath, and you can see that leaves a ton of green space. We do have this little flat over here. It's not going to end up getting out there in time, but you can see kind of with all of this action pushing this way, all the defenders are rolling this way, and this defender off balance just a little bit with the pivot back from Cobb. I think one of the reasons that the Packers are going to miss Cobb this year, and they miss him when he's hurt, when he was there, is just this ability. Rodgers is buying a little bit of time, but it's not really. I don't really think it's a critical point yet. But Cobb sees this and kind of starts pivoting back. He reads that, so he's got that leg up on the defender, simply because he knows when he needs to. He knows when he needs to move. This is the time he needs to move. Him and Rodgers on the same page gives him that half step, quarter of a step on the defender, which is pretty big here. And again, with everyone pushing, you got this open space over here. So we're gonna look to see how this goes. Now the ball is gone. Cobb has just caught it. This is Cobb highlighted here. And it was just absolutely perfect timing. Defender couldn't get back to it. It's right on the backs. I mean, you can see, and we're going to see from the other angle, just how close this is. But it's right on the backs of both of these defenders pushing this way. And then now Cobb has this angle. He's got this seam, and we'll again see it from the other one, the throw from Rodgers took him and led him upfield. And so he's able to just catch that and run. And doing that gives him a perfect seam up the field with the two guys that are closest that could do something about it actually just being taken away, just right on their backs. It doesn't really give them a whole lot of time. And so let's watch the rest of this. I don't have any other breaks here, so we'll just watch Cobb kind of run. He has to make a couple moves here at the end. But I mean, that's just an absolutely huge play, just an absolutely perfect by both of them. So we're going to see this again here. We've got, again, Rodgers. This is as he's starting to look, and I've got this little cone here looking where he's looking to throw. You can see You got Jackson here. He drifted off a little bit. Rodgers is looking to throw at this shoulder of Cobb to lead him upfield. We saw that seam earlier. That becomes important here. If he can lead him here, Cobb can catch that ball and just take up the field running. There's no reading. There's no anything. Rodgers is very, very good at throwing to the shoulder he wants you to go to. He does that a lot with not just back shoulder, but he'll do kind of middle of the field just to avoid his receiver getting blown up by a safety. He'll throw to maybe an off shoulder to kind of lead him away from that. That's what he's doing here. And Cobb kind of knows it anyway, but he's telling him, man, just turn it and run, brother. Just turn it and run. So you can see where he's looking. And that throw hits him. That throw hits him right there. So you can see as that throw hits him, he's already turned. I mean, the ball just got there. Jackson tried to make a play on it and has fallen down. Cobb caught that ball, and as soon as he catches it, he's able to go up full steam because that hit him just from the right shoulder. And again, we're going to kind of pause it here. We're going to look. I've been harping on this a bunch, so I probably don't need to talk about this again. But we've got both of these defenders right here. It's right on their hip. You can see just how close this is. Cobb was able to, if Cobb has to catch that and turn and see what's going on, these guys tackle him. The fact that Rodgers is able to lead him up the field and it right away from Jackson there and right on the backs of these two defenders is just absolutely huge. And so these guys are turning right now. You can see the heads turn, but they can't react, and they're running with Geronimo Allison right now. They can't get back and react right away. And so just absolute perfect placement at the perfect time to get Cobb running full speed down the field. Right on the backs of two defenders who could not react in time. So just a really well run play there. Really well run by Cobb to recognize when Rodgers kind of looking somewhere else. Great ball placement by Rodgers that ends up being the game winning touchdown there. So capping a huge comeback. Huge play that that season obviously didn't turn out the way Packers fans wanted. But that was a huge play in the opening game there, capping a huge comeback. So definitely one of the good ones. I really want to take a look at that because it's one of my favorites. And that's all I got for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you're enjoying these. Let me know in the comments if you're digging them. You can always find me. I guess you can ask me questions in the comments. I guess I'll be monitoring those probably. You always find me on Twitter at Dusty Evely, where I'll be posting links to these and probably asking for suggestions for other stuff. And I'm hoping to kind of keep these going as the season goes along. So thank you guys so much for following along, and I will see you next time.